What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we are going to be reviewing Grewsum's brand new EP, Grassroots 6. Now, I'm still fairly new to Grewsum. Just got hip to him earlier this year thanks to the homie Roan from Beneath the Dirt. You know, I've been watching his show. My whole goal this year has been to check out more underground artists, you know, as a result of sleeping and having slept on Low Key, which I wish I would have discovered him a hell of a lot sooner than I did. So back in February, he was talking about this album, this EP from Grewsum called Evil. I was like, let's just go check it out. You know, what's the worst that happens? I've wasted, you know, an hour of my time on music I don't care for, but you know, that's been my goal. Go check it out. If I don't like it, we move on from it. If I do like it, then yo, I've discovered some dope music, and I've been using him as like my source, because when it comes to underground music, Roan is the fucking source. He covers and knows about so much fucking music. It's crazy how much music he knows about. So I've been using him, found Grewsum, been following along with Grewsum, and he dropped this EP, which is crazy because this is the third project he's dropped this year. So he fucking hustles and grinds. Between him, Buckshot, and Low Key, I'm gonna go broke this fucking year. No doubt. But anyway, let's jump right into it. I did scoop up a physical. I honestly didn't think there was a physical there for a while. It was actually thanks to the homie Roan that I realized there was a physical and went and scooped it up. There for a second I thought this was going to be a digital album review, but it didn't turn out that way. So there is the front. Now, one thing I got to point out here, and that people are probably going to point out if I don't, is this does come in a cardboard sleeve. And I know in my most recent review for Ouija Mac, for Fallen Angelic, for my review of Hex's Demon Season, I did not pick up that album physically because I realized it was going to come in a cardboard sleeve, and the amount of money they were charging for those albums, $20, did not feel justified for me. This does come in a cardboard sleeve, and I forget what the actual price was, but the price was a little bit higher than I would have expected to pay for an EP, but it also came with a gang of fucking stickers that I'll never use. So when it comes to the actual album being in a cardboard sleeve, it's an EP. I understand why artists put it in a cardboard sleeve when it's an EP. As much as I don't like it, I've always hated it when Tech 9 does it, but it is what it is. You know, I would kind of I'd rather see it have like a Terror Wheel, Beverly Kills like treatment where it still comes in a physical case, but this is a cheaper route to go. I get it. I can't really hate on them for that. But I had to point that out because I knew somebody was going to say something about, I thought you hate cardboard sleeve. So I'm just going to address it before anybody else addresses it. Say whatever the fuck you want about me, but it's an EP, it's in a cardboard sleeve. It's kind of whatever. I still don't like it being in a cardboard sleeve, but that's more forgivable than a full-length album in a cardboard sleeve and being charged $20 for it. You know, to me, Demon Season's more of an EP anyway, and I was being charged that much. And I kind of talked about that in Humble Among's, my review for Humble Among's April Fools. There was confusion on my part on how much that album costs. I was like, yo, this is an EP and you're charging $17 for it. But there was confusion that got resolved, and I do have a physical copy of that album now as well. But let's stop rambling about shit that's not even about the album. So we'll just go ahead and slide the disc on out. There you have the body being buried, essentially. So I think the whole theme of like the grassroots is supposed to be like getting to the roots, getting to your grassroots. So my understanding is Grewsum started out like really as a horrorcore artist. I know he's been part of Mission Infect, and he does a lot of work with Low Key. I think he's kind of evolved in the same way that Low Key has, from going and doing horrorcore and like wicked shit type album or music to doing music. I know somebody had told me he's done, Grewsum's done some work with Tech 9, which is dope, and he references Tech 9. He basically references all of his inspirations in the track Dreamers. So that is the back with the track list, which is just like that.
Before I snap on some talk shit, avenge you too, yeah.
Just like that.
Cut.
Escape.
Okay, let's just break out and escape now. The quicksand ate you up and you hate you're stuck, and everything you've been force-fed is lame as fuck. If you ever wanna be happy, then change it up.
Mortified.
You were screaming and begging to leave. I showed you that death exit. Get horrified. It's sick for certain. The gore inside just left its
Feed the godless.
a feeble carcass to feed the godless. Ancient evil lives forever, gets pleasure off maiming people. Made to leech you or make you suffer, just hang and beat you.
And dreamers.
This ain't a world that's built for dreamers. No, I'm pushing 40, it's crazy how quick it happened. In my head I'm 19 still.
Short little listen. Not a bad listen at all. Fire fucking album. Like, this album's been getting a lot of rotations. Like, trying to wrap up my A La Zuli Lou reviews and still listen to some of those albums just for any kind of final notes I wanted to say about those albums. This album dropped and I was listening to it. I was listening to Whitney Payton's The Audacity, and this one was like overshining everybody. This little EP was overshining everybody. The thing that really sucks though is when it's a short listen, and I've talked about long albums that I hate, but I also hate short albums. There's like this fine area in between where like a good 10-track, 30-minute album will really get a lot of spins. Because this here, I would listen to it and it would like replay. And by the time I listened to it a second time, I'd be like, okay, I don't want to, I don't want to wear it out. You know what I mean? I don't want it to become like stale food. Like, I don't want it to be leftover food where I'm like tired of having spaghetti for the third night in a row. So I would then go listen to something else, but like almost immediately come straight back to it. So that's where, if it was a little bit longer, it would allow me to listen to more of the album and then re-listen to it without feel like it's getting to become cold pizza. You know what I mean? But obviously it's only 5 tracks, so I'm not going to give you my top 5. I'm not going to give you my top 3. I'm going to give you just my favorite. But like I said, this album is fucking fire from front to back. It's a great fucking listen. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. But my favorite track is definitely Escape. I really love that beat. I really love the way he just comes in on the beat. Flow's important to me, and I think he flows over that beautifully. But I do want to say that Mortified and Feed the Godless, that is some wicked shit right there. For the fans that really like just wicked shit, really like it. But Dreamers, he's talking about like how he can't believe he's almost 40. He's in his head, he's still like 19 and getting inspired by Tech Nine, and how the Dark Carnival was a family for him, and he was always bumping Cottonmouth Kings and they were getting high. Like he's going through like a lot of his inspirations to do the music that he's been doing. So I thought that was a really good track as well, and Just Like That is a great just like starter fucking song. And the one thing in there that when I first heard it, I was like, damn. He's talking. He basically was giving like a shout out to Iowa because he's from Iowa, and then he makes a reference to Slipknot, and then he says, "Keep my name out your mouth or get smacked like Chris Rock," which means he recorded that very recently, because that shit like just happened in what, March, early May. So he like just recorded this not long ago, but I heard that and I was like, damn. Funny fucking shit right there. But yeah, short little listen. I would have been really happy if it was 10 tracks. I kind of had the same little sentiments about Evil. It was only 5 tracks as well. But hey, if an artist was to drop multiple EPs in a year, you could kind of take those EPs, depending on how different they sound, and you can make them into an album on a playlist. And that's probably what I'll do with this and Evil, because I don't think Evil's too significantly different than this one. It's a little bit more about, talk about love and being hurt and brokenhearted, shit like that. But I don't feel like it would clash too much with this. But yeah, wanted to drop this quick little review. Like I said, short little listen. But I think it's absolutely fucking fire. If you have not heard it, and based on these little snippets, samples that you heard here today, I hope something stood out to you and you're like, yo, I want to go check this album out, because you definitely should. It is on Apple Music. I believe it's on Spotify. You can go over to his Bandcamp. I don't think this one's on there yet, but I know when you go to his Bandcamp, he's got his other albums. I hate listening to the music through Bandcamp because, when the song finishes, I have to go back to the website and listen to the next song, and I'm not always free to just do that. But Definitely go check it out if you haven't heard it. And then, of course, if you like the artist, you like what you hear, and they're not charging a crazy amount in your opinion, definitely go support them. But anyway, tell me down below what you guys think about Grassroots 6 if you have heard it. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it, come back, tell me what you guys think about the fucking album and what your favorite track is. Or if you like all 5 of them, tell me what you like about all 5 of them. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.